Wise, I mean, do you feel like it's narrowed down?
You might imagine I've had numerous conversations with all the bowls. Narrowed down, yes, but I think it's always been between Nashville and Jacksonville, San Francisco, and possibly still the Holiday Bowl. Those are the most likely. But we'll learn a little bit more tonight, but we probably won't know for sure until tomorrow. And all of those options, from my perspective, are attractive. Some of them are easier to get to for fans. Some of them are better dates than others. But at the end of the day, we'll just be thrilled to be invited to one of them.
Does the uncertainty at Nebraska have any effect on it, or is the way the Big Ten set up that Nebraska still goes over you? Is that right? Or
No, that's
okay.
not right at all. This year, it's more like the old days. The athletic directors are talking with the bowl directors. We're both communicating with the Big Ten, and there's a lot of discussion about what's going to be the best fit for that particular bowl against a particular opponent, and for our fan base and our team. And so at the end of the day, we're all submitting that information to the Big Ten, and unless there's a conflict, it could work out that way. The bowls will still pick in somewhat of an order, but a lot of those discussions have already been had, if that makes any sense. So no,
Yeah.
It's not a foregone conclusion that one team would go before another.
And you're able to give preferences, even though it may not be
Absolutely.
honored, but so any insights on what your preferences would be between those three?
Well, when I said earlier, preference has a lot to do with, what's the easiest location to drive to? Well, that would be Nashville. What would be the best opponent for the University of Iowa? I'm not going to say who that is, but there are probably matchups here or there. Who wants us the most? So it's not just a list. It's not just this would be one, this would be two. So I know I'm not answering your question, but I'm trying to answer it in that different bowls have different, benefits and positives, and so it's just an ongoing discussion. And all of those factors will be a part of it.
What's kind of the time frame for tomorrow when you'll start learning? I know the show's at like 11:30 or something.
Yeah, 11:30, 11:45 is the show that picks the top four, and then that group will also identify the top 12. So the 6 bowls will be discussed, and then we'll have sort of last discussions with the Big Ten, and then we'll start to get our bowl calls in about a 3-hour window, and then that will all be embargoed until early in the evening.
You kind of liken this to applying for a job. I mean, what's Iowa's selling points?
Well, our selling points are historically our football team plays very well, performs very well in bowls. Historically, our fan base travels well in bowls, and we've had ups and downs this season. But I can argue that we're ready to play good football, and all of those have rung true in my conversations with the bowls.
Are you concerned about fan attendance this year to a bowl game, with fans being kind of upset after the season?
That's always something that I can't predict. I think it will be partly determined by those who might be upset. But I think, as importantly, where is it? I've heard that some fans think they can get to this location easier than that location, but I don't have a magic meter that tells me this many will go to Jacksonville and this many will go to San Francisco. So the bowl, if you've looked at the numbers, the ticket numbers have been reduced as part of our last negotiation because everybody wants to sell the most tickets. I think in the new day with the secondary ticket market, it's just not the same as it used to be. So we're all going to be out marketing tickets. The bowls are going to do it locally. We're going to do it with our fan base, and then the secondary market. At the end of the day, the bowls want high ratings on television and high attendance.
In the week